Hi, my name is Confidence Seleme and welcome to this week's edition of the Confidence Booster. This week I want us to have a frank conversation and speak about why you should consider becoming a public speaker, or why you should consider, doing public speaking. There's an acronym that I've created and it gives us 4 different reasons why you should consider public speaking. The acronym I've created is SLIM. S-L-I-M. The S there stands for story. The L stands for legacy. The I stands for impact. And the M stands for money. Let's tackle the first one, story. They say that our voice prints are as unique as our fingerprints. And your fingerprint speaks to your identity. Each and every one of us has a unique fingerprint. We all have a unique story that we can tell to the world. My story is different from your story. There are things that I've learned as I've lived my life that I can relate to you, that I can help you, that, if I were to tell you my story, it may encourage you, it may uplift you, it may, help you go through a particular time in your life that may be stressful, may be tough. So the first reason that we should consider public speaking is the power of story. When you tell your story, you can change the whole world. There are stories that you hear that once you've heard that story, it changes your whole frame of mind. It changes your whole paradigm. What story do you have? What story are you hiding that, should be divulged to the world? What story are you sitting on that, you should be sharing with the world so that the world can become a better place? So the first reason we should consider becoming public speakers, or we should consider public speaking, is that we all have powerful stories to share. Number 1, story. Number 2 is legacy. Each and every one of us are going to die someday. It's a grim thought, but it's a reality. They say the only 2 things that are guaranteed in life is death and taxes. So what legacy will you leave behind? When you consider becoming a public speaker, there's a legacy that you're creating. Every person who gets to hear your story, every person that you touch with your words, with your passion, as you're sharing your story, you have left a legacy within that particular person. There's a particular change and shift that has been created because you simply shared your story. So legacy is the second reason why we should consider doing public speaking. Number 2, legacy. Number 3 is impact. That's the third reason why we should consider doing public speaking. Impact. I believe that each and every one of us wants to have an impact on the world. We want to make a difference in the world. When we think of people of impact, we think of people like Martin Luther King, we think of people like Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela. And those are people who not only had an impact through their deeds, they made an impact through their words. They were on public platforms, they were holding mics, and they were sharing a story, they were sharing a particular belief that they had. They were sharing a particular philosophy that they had. And their philosophies, their beliefs, and their deeds made them to be impactful people. So when we do public speaking, when we get on public platforms and we share the story that we have, we create impact. We have an impact on the world, and we create a meaningful difference in people's lives. So the third reason is impact. The fourth reason we should consider doing public speaking is money. Everybody wants money. You want money, I want money. We all want money. And when you are able to articulate yourself on public platforms, when you are able to stand up in front of a crowd of people or stand up in a boardroom and articulate your idea and speak your idea and bring it to life in the form of words, paint pictures using your words, when you are able to do that, people will be willing to pay money for that. There are some people who make millions of dollars just by merely speaking. And I don't believe it should be the primary reason why you should do it, but I'm just saying that there is added benefits. There's money. People will be willing to pay you if you're able to stand up and articulate yourself confidently and competently. So, if for nothing else, consider public speaking for the money. It shouldn't be your primary reason, but it's one of the added benefits. So just to wrap up, we said there are 4 different reasons why you should consider becoming a public speaker. We said number 1 is S. S stands for story. You've got a powerful story that you need to share with the world. The world is waiting to hear your story. L is for legacy. What legacy will you leave behind through your story? I is for impact. What impact will your story have on the world? Will it make the world a better place? Will it make people change their minds? Will it make people fortified and more encouraged, more stimulated? And M, we said, is for money. Everybody wants to make more money. And whatever profession you are in, even if you are a doctor, if you are able to stand up and articulate your ideas, articulate your new theories, articulate brand new discoveries that you've made, people will be willing to pay you to come and speak to them about those particular ideas, whatever profession you are in. If you decide to go into public speaking, you can enhance that which you're already busy with and start making money from it. So S, story; L, legacy; I, impact; and number 4, money. Thank you so much. You're watching Global Conference Television. My name is Confidence Seleme. This is the Confidence Booster. Eitada.